So about Chainsaw Man. So this was about maybe 3 or 4 days ago at this point. I was just browsing on YouTube as one does, looking for random stuff to watch when the Chainsaw Man trailer popped up. Keep in mind I already watched the trailer before when it came out in the summer, but I decided to rewatch it again cause why not? It is a pretty good trailer. So I watched it again and it got me hyped up for the Chainsaw Man anime, but there's no confirmed date or anything in the trailer. It's just the trailer itself. So I googled it and there's no confirmed date, but people assume it's the end of 2021 or the beginning of 2022, and it's obvious at this point that it won't be coming in 2021. I was like, alright, and just assume it'll be coming February or January of next year. And I'm a pretty patient guy, or I like to think I am at least. So I just thought I would just be patient and wait for the announcement for the anime. I had already been waiting a few months already, since the trailer came out midway in the summer, but I don't know why, but for some reason the trailer just stuck in my head. All day at home and in school, I was just thinking about the trailer and the anime coming out, which ended up in me coming back to the trailer repeatedly. And because I was so obsessed, I thought maybe I could just sneak a peek. I would read maybe around 10ish chapters to satisfy my sudden obsession with Chainsaw Man, but one thing led to another, and I ended up finishing the entire manga. I don't know what happened, but it ended up going way faster than I thought it would, and in like 2 days I finished it. It was more like a day total I spent actually reading it, since I read it after coming home from school and stuff. I'll probably end up regretting it when the anime comes out, because don't get me wrong, the manga's art is super good, but imagining how this stuff would look animated just gives me chills thinking about it. Now that I think about it, I kinda did the same thing with JoJo. This was like 2 years ago, so it was before the Part 6 anime was announced, but I was going in intending only taking a peek, and ended up reading the entire thing. So yeah, today I decided to talk about Chainsaw Man and why it's so good. Before that though, like and subscribe for future content. Just a disclaimer, I'll try not to, but I probably will end up having a few spoilers slip. So if you're watching this knowing nothing about Chainsaw Man, you should probably stop for your own good. Be like me and read the manga, and then you can come back and watch this. Actually, I wasn't planning to make this video with the intention of having people read the manga. I mean, I do say I regret it, but not really. It was still very much enjoyable reading it in the manga, but it's like eating your cake and having it too. I read it because I got impatient, but if I could go back and wipe my memory and experience it as an anime, I would, and many other people as well from the looks of it. I mean, if you're impatient, go ahead and read the manga. It won't be a bad experience or anything, but seeing it animated would be cool. But yeah, as for what I like about the series, it's hard to say, because I can't really think of anything that I don't like. I mean, people say there are some characters that are pretty bland and kind of basic, but I think they're made that way on purpose, because a lot of the characters have some pretty extreme personalities, so they threw in some more bland ones to balance it out. And another thing that's surprisingly pleasant is how it's easygoing despite feeling so intense at the same time. Like when it needs to be tense, it does a really good job at it, like when they got transported into hell by Santa Claus. Santa Claus is actually one thing I have to say is kind of a weird point in the series for me, but I'll get into that when I finish this point I'm trying to make. But yeah, when they got thrown into hell, it gave off a very heavy sense of dread. Seeing one of Kwanzaa's girls ask for permission to kill herself really set the tone for the scene. I don't know if I'm saying her name right, so someone correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, the art on top of this really felt like they were hopeless in that situation. It really gave me similar vibes to Berserk honestly, when Guts' squad was sent to that demon realm by Griffith. But then other times Chainsaw Man almost feels like a slice of life kind of, when they go about their everyday life, especially when Denji was with Reyes. I mean, before she revealed she was kind of a psycho, and not someone you want to associate with. But yeah, Santa Claus is probably my only complaint with the series. At first I thought, cool, this is a pretty interesting character. Their devil was pretty cool and they had some cool fights. It was just a little confusing. They switched it up with who was doing what, and it kinda made me all confused. I had to read it back maybe like 5 times to make sure I was properly understanding what was going on. But as soon as I fully understood it, I was back to enjoying it. So maybe not even really issue with the series. It's more likely that it just got too complex for me to understand. Only thing I hope for is the animators for the anime get compensated well. I'm not too informed on this, but from what I hear, Mappa may be underpaying some of their animators. I don't know if it's true or not, but if it is, I really hope they change their business practice, because these like past 2 years they really made themselves a staple anime studio because of these animators. They came out with back-to-back animes with top tier quality with very little gaps between. I don't know much about the animating world, but I know good animators cost a lot of money. One Piece Wano only has really good animated episodes every once in a while. I mean, all of it is animated well, but I mean the really good animated ones, like the start of the Onigashima raid when they were still sailing towards it, or the episode with the warlords between the Wano acts. They don't have them back to back because they cost a lot of money to hire. Most of them freelance actually, I'm pretty sure, so they aren't stuck to just one specific studio. I may be wrong, but from what I know, that's usually what top animators do. If they compensate the animators for the anime, I really have nothing to complain about. But yeah, that is pretty much all I have to say. So if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe for future content. Peace.